Welcome everyone. The messages you need to hear right now is today's time. Let's pick a card. Option 1 on the left, you have forgiveness. In the middle, you have option 2 with opportunities, and option 3 on the right hand side, release. Take a deep breath with me and exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. Pause the video now if you need more time to choose. I'll see you at your option. Welcome, option 1. You guys chose this beautiful artwork, forgiveness. What are the important messages that you need right now? Maybe you're wanting forgiveness, or you're trying to find it in you to forgive a situation. Maybe there's a need to forgive yourself. Reaching to the skies, asking for forgiveness. Forgiveness. So maybe we're just drawn to the word forgiveness, or maybe we're drawn to the artwork. What do you need to forgive? Who do you want to forgive? Who do you want forgiveness from could also be the case. Ooh, this one came. Now, I normally never get reversals from this deck. Okay, I normally don't really read reversals or get reversals in general, because normally all the cards in my deck are in the right side up. But anyway, I took this one as it came because it's so rare that it happens here on the channel. So, and as I'm shuffling, so I'm just going to take it the way it came out, okay? To me, this is showing an unbalanced root chakra, or the root chakra being upside down, needing healing, or it could be that your root chakra, or the color that you have currently in your crown chakra, is the color of the root chakra. So let's say you would go to, like, let's say a Reiki healing session, right? And the Reiki master would ask you, what color do you see at the top of your head or in your forehead, right? Your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, whatever the case. And you would say, I see red. So this is literally someone who sees red. And that means that there's a sense that you may be tense, and it could be due to the fact that you feel unstable financially or health-wise, or it just feels like you're not rooted properly in the material world, or your material world is a little bit upside down, or you don't feel that you're very stable material-wise, either because of money or health or whatever it is. And it could be tied to this energy of forgiveness. It could be that you're not forgiving yourself, or you're not forgiving someone. It could be. It doesn't have to be. But there's a need here to balance your root chakra. So it could be that you're not exercising enough, or you're not spending enough time in nature, or you're just giving attention to the wrong kind of thoughts, or the kind of thoughts that are self-sabotaging, or your self-talk could be a little bit negative. It could be that you are experiencing a lot of fear, and forgiveness could be a key to unlock you out of the fear. It's like by forgiving yourself or forgiving someone, or the reason why you're not raising your vibration right now and in this energy of fear could have to do with the fact that you're unable to forgive yourself or unable to forgive someone. Sometimes, most times forgiving someone else is more to take the weight off yourself, right? Because it could be a weight that you're carrying. And while you still hold on to this energy, to this person, while you don't forgive this person, you are still carrying that same energy. So it's more like to release you. If you're not forgiving yourself, ask yourself why. What are you afraid of? What are you ashamed of? What do you feel guilty of? And go to the root. There needs to be a sense that you go to the root of the problem I'm also seeing that you may need to walk around barefoot in nature so that you can, I'm seeing someone who's just very tense, and I feel the act of really stepping on soil with your barefoot. It could be grass, it could be the sand, it could be or dirt, right? It could be any kind of natural, it could be rocks even. Just really connected to the earth, because when we do that, we discharge energy into the earth, all that tension that we've been accumulating, and it's quite quick as well. It's quite immediate. So I'm seeing an immediate relief and release. Okay, names. I'm seeing some names here. I just saw corgi for some reason. I saw give. Something about giving it up to the universe, releasing that heaviness up to the universe, giving your worries up to the universe as well. Anything you can't control right now, give it up to God, to the universe, to your spirit team, to the angels, archangels, whoever you trust to help you with whatever you can't do right now. Rune, Rooney, Hank, Tour. Okay. Something about your foundations. You could be in survival mode right now. It could be that you are experiencing material circumstances that you feel that are difficult to escape right now, but there needs to be a change in how in your thinking here. Even if your immediate material circumstances show you something, you can enter delusion within your mind and start affirming positively in the present tense, replacing those negative thoughts. And the more you repeat those thoughts, and especially if you speak them out loud and write them down, the more you will start to feel whatever you're saying in your energy. The more you create that energy around you, the more you attract more. Because every time you say something to the universe will agree with you. Oh, I can't forgive. No, you can't. The universe will answer. I can't forgive. Yes, you're right. You can't. My life is materially upside down. Yes, your life is materially upside down. So the universe is always going to agree with you. What do you want the universe to agree with? Because once the universe agrees with something, that's what the universe presents to you. You may need some more time in nature. Maybe you're feeling burdened with a lot of responsibilities right now. Maybe you're just addressing basic needs and you're limiting yourself to taking care of those needs even in your mind space, where you should be able to be freer in your mind space. Allow yourself more freedom in the mind. Even if your material circumstances are currently temporarily the way they are, you can find freedom in your mind space, and there's where you can create your new environment, your new circumstances, your new foundations, where you get more than your basic needs met when you get out of survival mode into thriving. Okay? Okay. Okay, we have Coyote Spirit, and it says, trust in divine detours. The number 16 could be relevant, and the number 7. Okay, I see what may be going on here. So you feel like you were taken off track. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys would have strong Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your charts, because you seem to be someone who needs your material needs and your material life to be stable more than anyone else, to feel safe. Okay, you do associate, it's like if a lot of people, like many people, okay, most people would feel unsafe, especially if you're earth signs strongly, but especially the earth signs would definitely be taken off kilts and balance if your material life, either it's health or money or a house or any like structure that's materially solid, something you can touch, taste, smell, see with your physical eyes. If there's any changes around that or any threats to that, either perceived or actual, or I would say earth signs would be the ones that would deal with this, that would be harder on them. And so if that is the case for you, what's happening now and that you need to know is that this is just a detour to set you on another path, okay? And it's divinely guided. So you can trust this. You're being asked to trust this right now, whatever's going on. The number 16, 1 plus 6 is a 7. It has to do with your spiritual path. It has to do with a spiritual awakening that you're being guided to follow now. You can tell me, but I've been on the spiritual path. I believe you. And, I will agree with that. You're here, but we go through several awakenings and several ascension processes, and this is just one more of them, okay? So you're being asked to trust, to forgive, and to see that this is just a detour and it's temporary and it's for your spiritual growth, because if you grow spiritually, chances are your material life is also going to improve. And I feel this is happening to break you away and break you free from circumstances that are no longer fostering your growth, I would say, or allowing you to expand even materially. So it's almost like 2 steps back to take 10 steps forward is what I'm seeing here. While you may feel like you're going backwards, it's a slingshot effect where there's actually an elastic band that's going to propel you a lot farther. Mercury, Gemini, Virgo energy, 9th house, and the number 9, and Sagittarius energy, and 9 in numerology, and we have Taurus energy, one of the earth signs. Taurus is the garden, and 9th house is the world, the universe, and spiritual pilgrimage and exploration and expansion, right? So there's communication coming through from the highest to tell you, especially if you do have strong Taurus in your chart and you hold strong grudges and you're having trouble forgiving something, that is keeping you stuck in fear. And that is based on fear. And that is based on ego, right? So you're being asked to expand beyond that right now. Or no matter how spiritual you are, or you may be, you're having some trouble trusting in what you can't see, and when things are not really going your way in the material sense. So what's happening for you right now is, and that may be why you're feeling your root chakra upside down, is also maybe because of your spiritual path. Maybe you have been spending more time up in the ethers and exploring your spiritual side and forgetting about your body. And so it's wanting to take you back to your body. So wherever you are on the spectrum, doing too much of, you're either trying to be pulled back to taking care and nurturing your body so it doesn't go off kilter, I don't know how you say that, off balance, or you need to tend more to your spiritual side and not pay so much attention to, bodily and material things. You guys got rhodonite. What does it say? Compassion, yin yang, fertility. Okay. So we have forgiveness, we have compassion, and we have grounding. So 3 keywords. I just heard road, as in a surname. Rhodonite is a stone of brotherly love, the shared connection between all of humanity. But there's something, I want to go back to your yin yang and fertility. There's a need for compassion and forgiveness, either towards self or someone else, or most likely both, to find that equilibrium. The yin and the yang here is telling me about, and divine detour with the yin and the yang, is that sometimes you need to experience a shadow situation to come into balance, but you need to go back to the light. So there has to be this healthy balance here. And right now, to balance things out, there needs to be trust, forgiveness, and compassion to lead to fertility. Now, fertility may mean many things. It could mean it's just fertile soil, whether it's to create a child or a new circumstances, new life, new business, new projects, whatever, new income sources, or new healthier conditions for yourself. And there's a need to focus on brotherly love right now, on universal love versus romantic love for some reason. Equilibrium is the key for this crystal, which has the capacity to calibrate emotions. There's a need for you to calibrate your emotions right now by grounding, by trusting, by forgiving, being compassionate. To balance the yin and yang and source energy from a grounded place. It can bring light to emotional scars from the past. So maybe you're experiencing clarity around emotional scars from the past that are connecting you to fear and grudges and holding on to something very negative. But now you need to transform these scars from the past to foster a stable everyday life, because right now it seems like your everyday material world is showing up a little bit unstable because of emotional scars from the past that have not been healed, dealt with, forgiven, that kind of thing. Rhodonite helps remove blame from the situation. Now, whether it's pointed at you or someone else, there needs to be not a removal of blame per se. Maybe it is someone's fault, but when I see removal of blame, what I'm thinking with this is that there could have been things coming from both sides here, whatever this was, and people could be blaming each other when it's not really a matter of blaming. It's a matter of spiritual growth that led to whatever happened here. Whether it's accept the situation for what it is and learn to forgive yourself with love and compassion in the process, or forgive someone else. Accept the situation for what it is and learn to forgive yourself with love and compassion. Forgiveness and compassion again. And acceptance that maybe you didn't know any better. Maybe someone didn't know any better. Maybe it couldn't have gone any other way. It wasn't maybe a choice at the time, because there were lessons here that needed to be learned. We have Mars in Taurus, so someone here could have strong Mars in Taurus, and Taurus is coming up twice in this reading. Okay, we have bag. I hear that expression all the time on social media, getting the bag. Someone wants to get the bag. Something important such as a new job or a raise, okay? So I feel you need to know this, that you're going to get the new job if you're wanting that, or the raise if you're wanting that. And you're going to get your bag, okay? You're going to be fine financially. But you need to turn this right side up, which I'm going to do right now, so it can be a representation of you doing that already, okay? We're doing this energetically here for you already. Wealth, yeah, you're destined for wealth. It's in your energy. It is the potential within you. So you must start believing that, okay? Around March. So there could be actual wealth coming in for you guys around March. And it could have something to do with a raise or a new job, okay? Right. Coming to life. Yeah, I mean, look at that. She looks like she's raising from the mud, from being under earth, transforming with the butterfly there. A yellow butterfly could be significant. You could be seeing yellow butterflies. The number 29 and the number 2 could be relevant. It seems like you're closing a cycle, right? And the cycle that you seem to be closing right now is a cycle of feeling like your material life is upside down. And I see March has something to do with this. Meanwhile, you're being asked to start allowing yourself to come to life, to receive these blessings, to receive this generosity from the universe, and to take advantage of the opportunities. Because that's what luck is, being prepared for the opportunity. So ask yourself, am I prepared for the opportunity? Because the opportunity is coming, but you need to be ready to take it. What do you need to do to be ready? You may need some grounding, some walking around barefoot, some exercise, some reprogramming your mind into positive thinking. You need to trust that it's coming. You need to forgive yourself for not having this happen sooner, or forgive someone else for not giving you a job sooner, because this was what was meant to be. And this job or raise could have something to do with relocating, or university, or having the money for university, or teaching at a university, or spiritual teaching. Whatever this is, you're being detoured from what maybe you thought would be, or how things would go, so that you can come to life, because there's a part of you that has been dormant. So trust that this is a detour to bring you to life, because what's been going on is that you have been sleepwalking through life almost. Now, I know a lot of my messages can trigger people, and I've gotten some very negative comments recently, in maybe one or two of my recent picket cards. I don't know what's triggering people so much, but what I do want to say about this is that, of course, when I read anything, I am humble enough to really read through it and check in with myself and ask myself, am I what I am being accused of? And yes, I am human. There may be aspects of what is written there that are true. And if so, I do appreciate people calling me out on that, especially people who are wise, who have proven themselves in certain ways. But to sit and write things about someone you don't know, or you think you know, and to say certain things in a way that is exactly the way you accuse that person of being, with so many negative adjectives. I think there's a sense that there's a mirroring coming out. So it could be that you felt like you had to lay low for whatever reason, out of fear of being judged, or maybe someone said something to you that really set you on a downward spiral with yourself, and analyzing yourself to the point where you wanted to really just blend in with the, what is it called? Blend in with the environment, whatever. Blend in with nature, be like a chameleon, be like others, so that you didn't stand out, so that you didn't have to deal with the scrutiny or whatever this was. And so you followed certain guidelines, societal guidelines, which obviously a lot of societal guidelines and rules are very necessary, because do unto others as you would like done unto yourself. That is a dangerous one, because some people just like certain things that other people would never. And on the other hand, don't do to others what you don't want others to do to you. And that is like a mix, and you have to find the middle ground. You need to ask the other person you're relating to questions. What do you like? How do you want to be treated? And ask yourself, what do I like? How do I want to be treated? And communicate that. There's a responsibility on the two ends. And so if someone did not treat you the way you wanted to, maybe it's because, and maybe you have a hard time forgiving that, maybe the boundaries weren't communicated, or maybe they treated you the way they like to be treated, or they treated you the way they picked up that you may allow yourself to be treated for whatever reason, right? But there's a sense that you've been through murky circumstances, right? You've dealt with people who did not treat you the way you wanted to be treated. Maybe you treated someone the way they didn't want to be treated. Doesn't really matter. What matters is that right now, it doesn't matter what happened. Right now, it matters where you pick up with this and what you do with it moving forward. That is where your strength is right now. That is the only thing you can do, right? And that is what's going to bring you back to life. That is what's going to make you come to life, because a lot of us have been going through life completely asleep. It's not, a lot of people have never really truly experienced what it's like to feel alive. Now, I'm not saying you haven't. You may very well have, but it's possible that you may very well haven't. But now you will, or you will again. Take what resonates, okay? Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Heart chakra. Your heart is coming back to life, because this imagery is very blue. It seems very frozen and cold and like rock hard. And there's a sense of healing around your heart chakra that I'm seeing here. And whatever this upside down in the material sense you felt was to have you expand in a way that would heal the wounds and the scars around your heart chakra. Because the fact that you may have placed so much importance on the material could be because you were trying to overcompensate for something that was closed off here in your heart. But in order for you to pay attention to your heart chakra and when it needed healing there, you needed to see something go upside down to awaken your heart in some way, or awaken true, unconditional, universal love within you so that you could vibrate higher. The number 38 could be relevant, as well as the number 11. There's love coming into your life. There is more love coming into your life. And it could be more love from the people around you. It could be more love from people who are far away from you. And it's just you connecting to the universal heart chakra. It's the one we all share. You can choose to close off to it, or you can choose to participate in it. And you're going to choose to participate in it. You're going to make the choice to come to life. And I feel you are going to trust this time around. Waning moon. Now, does that not look like the same moon we have there? Is that, how interesting is that? Because I was looking at the moon, but I didn't know what to say. So you may be going through a time of introspection and taking self-inventory, okay? You may be looking back and seeing all the times where you felt you may have been unkind or unfair or whatever it was, right? And you're doing a lot of introspection right now. It could be the case. And you may feel like you need to be forgiven, or you may feel like you need to forgive yourself or forgive someone. And through that forgiveness, I feel your heart chakra opening and expanding, and you just feeling good again about yourself, about relationships, about life in general. Feeling alive. Time and tide. Oceanic spells and rituals. So maybe this is something that you're into. The number 18 and the number 9 could be significant. Now, I'm paying attention to this heart that she's drawing here. Maybe this is something you do on the sand, or maybe you did when you were younger. Maybe you enjoy being around the ocean. But what I'm seeing here is spells, and we have a heart, love spells, and closing a cycle. So maybe this is something that you did. Maybe you did a love spell, and now you feel like you need forgiveness, and you need to forgive yourself, or you need to forgive someone who did this to you, or in a way that affected you. Possibly. Maybe you experienced some negative effects because someone did this or because you did this. But I feel like you're closing that cycle. You're introspecting, you're taking self-inventory. And you're going to realize that none of that is necessary if you're doing that. And if someone else is doing that, you can return it to sender. You don't have to carry that with you. And what is meant to be will be. All those things that people do are temporary. They go back to the people who do that. Right? But there's a closing of a cycle with this because you're understanding how this works. Maybe you're learning to protect yourself. You may be asking, how do I protect myself? Well, you just ask for protection every morning, every night, middle of the day, whenever you feel like it. Whenever you walk into a crowd of people, whenever you think about someone who you may feel is trying to harm you or do something, you can always protect yourself. Right? And if you're the one who dabbled into trying to do these spells, maybe you had some negative consequences and you're closing that cycle, which is actually really great advice. Okay? Pride. I mean, the number 7, yeah. Forgive yourself for being prideful, if you ever were, right? Right? Pride, arrogance, all those things. Instead of being hard on yourself for being maybe prideful or arrogant, substitute it. Be humble. Just substitute it for the positive opposite. And also forgive yourself if you felt like you had to wear a mask to hide the fact that you felt insecure. Forgive yourself for pretending to be someone you were not because you felt insecure or because you felt that was the way you would be accepted. And forgive someone else if they did that. Because it's their pride to deal with. It's their consequences to deal with. Forgive yourself for bearing a part of yourself to fit in. You can always bring that part of yourself back. It may take time, it may not. Depends on how you're manifesting that. But forgive yourself. And forgive other people for playing roles and not being authentic. Forgive other people for being prideful, for being arrogant, because they don't know any better. Or don't forgive them. This is your reading. This is your life. You do whatever you want. I'm not telling anyone what to do. And you don't have to watch my channel. Because I know that I may not be one of the bigger ones here on YouTube. But I never set myself out to be one of the bigger ones. I just want the message to reach the people who need it. And healing is not for those who need it. It's for those who want it, who want to go on the journey. Right? And it's very different. Also, I want to say this because it seems like it's in pile 1 is getting all these messages that are inspired even by certain comments that for some reason are coming up in my mind here. One thing is arrogance and one thing is confidence. And people who don't feel confident, who feel insecure, will mistaken confidence for arrogance. They will mistaken someone who speaks with conviction for someone who is being disdainful. But that is because that is their perspective on the world. That is coming from their lens. It has nothing to do with you. If you're at peace with what you're doing and why you're doing it. Whew. All right. The number 7 could be relevant. Jupiter. The universe wants to be generous with you. Trust that. And if there was a detour, if you experience some setbacks in your material world, again, slingshot. The Wheel of Fortune is here. There's shifts happening. And the more you choose to live in your Dharma, the more you choose to go through the temporary discomfort so that you can live out your life purpose, the better these shifts will be for you. There's divine intervention happening in your life right now, and we do have the word luck here. And I was talking about luck. You're going to get some kind of a lucky break, but luck is a combination of being prepared and opportunity, and I think you will be prepared, otherwise luck will not knock on your door. So if anything, ask yourself, am I prepared? That is the one question you need to ask yourself. And if you're thinking, no, I'm not, okay, what do I need to do? Is it exercise? Is it a business plan? Is it cleaning my house? Is it going to do my nails? What is it? Do I need to sleep more? Do I need to drink more water? It's all a matter of, okay, I'm going to get an opportunity to cross the desert. Maybe I need to drink some water, go for a wee, drink some more water, go into the desert, make sure I have enough water with me, and plan. Okay, how's it going to go? Ask questions. What do I need to know about this? What do I need to prepare for? And just take that example and use it for anything. Is it a job? Do I need to know about the company? If they ask me questions, do I need to say why I chose this company? How do I identify with this company? Do I like what they're doing? Why do I like what they're doing? Why do I want this job? Is it just for the money? Am I going to work? Can they trust me? Why do I deserve a raise? Am I going to get a raise? Am I ready for a raise? Am I going to pay more taxes if I get this raise? Is it going to be worth it? Am I going to get more responsibilities and a raise, right? Prepare. Because an opportunity is coming. And the opportunity that's coming is going to have you expand your life in ways that maybe you didn't fathom possible. It's going to allow you to pay for long distance trips. It's going to bring you the money you need. It's going to allow you to pay for your health care. It's going to allow you to buy good food. It's going to allow you to have experiences in life that will expand you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Are you ready for the leap? Because it's going to take courage as well. It feels very different from what you're used to, right? Or are you going to see this for the opportunity that it is? Are you going to be enthusiastic, or are you going to be in fear and not taking full advantage of this beautiful, expansive thing that it truly is? It's benevolent. Okay? Virgo could be a strong sign in your chart. Right now it says the Alchemist. You, right now, are being nudged into a position of alchemizing your reality, meaning transmuting negative into positive. That is what you are being advised to focus on as a suggestion. Okay? No one is telling you this is what you got to do or else. No, but if you do this, you're opening up to way more than you have experienced in the past. Because if someone is sitting, and I'm not saying it's you, but I do know some people who watch my channel are doing this because effectively they have done it on my channel. If you're a keyboard warrior, if you're writing negative things about people who are out to help other people the best way they can, not because they're arrogant, disdainful, not because they are filled with ego, not because they haven't done the shadow work, not because they have awful personalities, but because to find the confidence within themselves that they have today, they have been through a lot. They have had to work through fears and insecurities. They have had to manifest different realities from the one that was being shown to them and presented to them. While you or someone may see that as rude, and maybe you're dealing with people like this, keyboard warriors, trolls, who may see someone else's confidence as something that is rude to them. Or maybe they said something they found rude, but they cannot say what exactly it was that was so rude. They need to ask themselves why these words are coming out of their mouth towards someone. Because to me it looks like what's happening here is that they are mirroring aspects of themselves and writing down about themselves. Because they're doing all those things that they're accusing someone else who has worked to be a better person, who has worked and understood that the only way that they would ever feel fulfilled was to be to help other people. Right? But you're going to come across some people who simply do not understand this concept because you alchemized, you transmuted positive into negative. You know what it takes to do that. And when you speak with conviction and confidence. And you love yourself. And good for you that you do. Because if you don't love yourself, who else will love you? I mean, people could love you. Those are the ones who teach us about love. And sometimes it's even tough love, but love yourself. Be full of yourself. Be a living example of what it looks like to be full of yourself. So that others can be full of themselves too. Because when you fill your cup, you can fill other people's cup. If you don't love yourself, you're going to say mean things to other people. So you're only going to have negative things to give. And even if you're doing good, there's going to be people who are going to tell you how bad you are to this world. But you know you're doing good. You're doing the best you can. Align yourself. Take care of your health. Virgo is a very selfless energy. It's very compassionate. And it is very, what is the word for it? Kind. Definitely kind, but there's another word for this. Charitable. And I don't mean charity as in a thing to show off. I mean charity in its true form. Selfless giving in its true form. But an upside down Virgo may want to or think that that energy that they give to someone specific will come back from the same person. And maybe you need to know that this may not be the case because that person simply is incapable. Some people are simply incapable of receiving someone's love because they've never seen anything like it in their life. So there needs to be forgiveness and compassion toward those people. Same way, you may be not understanding certain things and someone has to be forgiving and compassionate toward you. But sometimes we don't get back the love, the appreciation, whatever we give, the help from the same person. That person may be incapable for whatever reason. Take care of your health. Refine your methods. Align your thoughts with the reality that you want to see around you. When you're nervous, focus on service. No need to be a perfectionist. No one is perfect. If you need to spend time alone, allow yourself the time. Conjunction and empowerment. The universe wants you to step into a position of co-creation. God wants you to step into a position of co-creation, to enhance your life, to strengthen you. Join forces with God, join forces with the universe. It can be your biggest ally. Oh, but the universe is not a good place. God is not good. No. Start saying God is good, the universe is good, and start to see your life changing. Start from there. Concentrate on the things that will help you grow rather than the things that overwhelm you or that you can't control. If you can't control other people's attitudes, put it to the side, deal with it later. Let them wake up, let them deal with their own things, and be a living example of walking in your authenticity, of being healthy, and being the highest version of whatever you can be. Compete with yourself every single day. Do one little thing closer to your goals, one little thing closer to being happier. It's not even better, it's happier. Because if you're happy, you're going to give that energy to others. Even if you're not trying to. It emanates from you. If you're miserable, you're going to spread misery and then it's going to come back to you. When someone writes something that may even be true about someone, but it set that person in the dumps and it's so negative in the energy that comes through, what do you think is going to come back to that person? And it's not even a punishment, it's just how energy works. Right? So what are you putting out there? Right? Because that's what you're going to get back. If you're nervous, more nervous energy is going to come in. If you're anxious, more anxious. What can you do to tackle the anxiety or the nervousness? Very famous phrase. If you're nervous, focus on service. Be of service. Do something with your hands, with your eyes, with your brain, with your legs. For someone, for yourself, for your improvement, for your happiness. And then you will experience true, unconditional, universal love. Then the universe will be generous and benevolent with you. My goodness, you have Jupiter and Venus in your reading. You are coming into a time when you are going to be so empowered. There is harmony, romance, money, health, good relationships, stability, balance, wealth, beauty, even luxury that you're magnetizing. Say these words if you want to, just as affirmations. Say the words. Say them. I magnetize wealth. I magnetize love. I magnetize romance. I magnetize support. I magnetize health, and all the time. All the time. I am beautiful. I am sensual. I am attractive. I am loving. I am powerful. I am giving. Eight of Raphael, Eight of Cups, There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. You're on a spiritual quest right now, and there's a need to walk away from fear, a sense of insecurity, anxiety, depression, pride, grudges. You want to experience a more meaningful life, and you will. There is something better waiting for you. Just because you can't see it with your physical eyes, it doesn't mean it's not there for you. But you need to tap into the energy. How do you tap into the energy? You think about the things you want as if you already have them. You say them out loud as if it's already happening. 8 of Ariel. Your hard work is paying off. Your great, excellent work will be recognized, so you can take pride in that excellent work. You don't have to stay in that energy for long, but you can temporarily feel, okay, I'm proud of what I've done. How can I do more? See, yin and yang, pride and humbleness. There's a need for a mix in the two, right? Wow, okay, I really did something good here. How can I replicate that? How can I do more of this? And practice makes perfect, so maybe you need to practice more. Maybe you need to get additional training or education. Some of you are going to get into that university that you want to get into, or you will be teaching at that university, or you are being nudged to explore more, learn more from other people, from books, from life experience. The Empress, this is you, Taurus, Libra energy, but again, doesn't have to be. Also seeing Sagittarius, could be in your big signs, also Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. 3. Archangel Gabriel could be with you, and Archangel Gabriel is the messenger. It's also a patron for those who are communicators, and it's also telling you that your family will be okay and taken care of. And if you have an important mission with communication, keep going and don't stop yourself. It is time to act upon your plans. Your creativity will be rewarded, and luxurious and abundant resources will come your way, and you will get the support you want if you just keep working with intention toward what it is that you want, especially when it comes to being happier, raising your vibration, alchemizing your life, manifesting from a place of love and abundance and health. You're going to have it all. You have it all in you already. King of Gabriel, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Okay. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. With Virgo here, it could be that you are someone who is genuinely concerned for others. But maybe you've been placing too much of that energy on others and depleting yourself. And so you need to pour into yourself right now in a way that you can then be more generous again. Or maybe you think you've been generous where, let's say you're helping someone, right? But then the person you're helping or wanting to help, you keep complaining to that person about how things are not going well in your life, then you're not really helping that person. See? Something's coming up about the energy of complaining. Complaining is not a good energy to stay in, okay? We can complain, but we need to check ourselves. And instead of complaining, there's something else we could be doing. Page of Raphael. Someone here could be a mother or a father. Or there could be a friendship here growing with someone, a new emotional situation that is gentle, loving, open-hearted, or there to open your heart, to have you moving, to bring you, hope and inspiration. You may be getting a message regarding a relationship or relationships in general, or a social invitation. You may be experiencing a lot of intuitive insights right now about what you need to walk away from. You need to trust that. It could be that you're going to meet someone who's going to help you keep your eyes on the big picture in a form of a mentor, a teacher, someone a lot older than you, or maybe you're going to represent this to someone. Be that person to someone. Expect powerful change. Ooh, a new beginning is coming, and it's a powerful one. It's a powerful new beginning. It's a whole new life, I would say. What is your last message? Have patience. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with the process. You're getting there. And we have the number 17, which is the star energy, hope and healing. Love is patient and kind always. So if you're saying things in a way that is unkind, chances are you're not being loving. It means that you're coming from ego. If you're saying things in a kind way and a patient way, that is love. That is true love. That is someone who is in the high vibration of love. Be patient with yourself. Have patience with others, with their own processes. Understand that they may not know any better. Understand yourself. You may have not known any better. Especially people who, with this lotus flower here, if you've been through murky circumstances, tricky, unhappy, unhealthy situations, congratulations, you've come out the other side. But don't bring any bitterness with you. Soften the pain. Don't recreate the past in the future by bringing in the same energy. You can be hopeful of a new future. You can be hopeful that the worst is now behind you, the best is yet to come, because you've grown, you've learned, you've evolved. Use that to your advantage. Learn to set boundaries if you have to. Learn that sometimes overextending yourself is not an act of love. It could come from a place of fear, which means ego. And then you wonder why maybe you're getting back ego and fear. It's because maybe you think you're being loving, right? And here I am on this channel. I could be doing the same. Who knows? I can open myself to that concept. I don't believe it, but if someone tells me something, I'm going to give it some thought. But that's me. You can do that. You can take it or leave it. But trust your intuition and go with your intuition. That was your reading, option 1. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully. Bye. Thank you for watching. Welcome, option 2. You chose this beautiful card. It says opportunity, and we have a waning moon there, so that came out twice in option 1. Just saying, an opportunity also came out in option 1. Maybe you're wanting an opportunity. I feel there's a message in option 1 for you guys as well. If you want an opportunity and you don't know what is blocking you, you could have answers in option 1. Sorry, I'm still catching my breath from option 1 because that was very intense. Very intense. I think it was almost an hour-long message. Okay. That's all I'm going to say about this card, actually. That's all I'm being called to say. Okay, we have trust your innocence, the number 54, and the number 9 could be relevant. You are a star. I just heard you are a star. Look at that. Maybe you've dyed your hair like platinum blonde or white or something. You're just very pure and innocent. I do see a very pure and innocent soul coming through here. And we have, I think it's lilies. Are those what is that flower there? Orchids? If anyone knows what flower this is, let me know. Someone has like black roots in their hair because of dyeing their hair. It looks kind of cute. I do like that look. I do like to see certain people with black roots and blonde hair, platinum blonde. You are a star. Trust your innocence. You may have blue eyes, or you may like blue eyes or something. You're whoever you are, you may not be blonde, you may not have blue eyes, it doesn't matter. You're just such a source of innocence and purity. You're such a pure soul. It's like you haven't been you could deal with a lot of people who have lost their innocence, and whatever you see of them, learn from them, whatever they tell you could be, in a way, they may unwillingly be trying to tell you that you may be naive or you're too trusting, when the truth is you're actually very connected to your intuition, which is your pure form that is connected to your soul. And you're very connected to that intuition. And no matter what evil you see around you or being done to you, you always act the same way, with purity, with innocence. Okay. Right now you could be closing some kind of a cycle here, or waiting for an opportunity to close a cycle. Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. You could be going through a rebirth right now, and a lot of changes with that number 5 there. This is reminding me of the Hanged Man. So it could be that you're gaining new perspectives on things. Chrysalis, cocoon stage, seeing things from a different perspective. So the bad spirit represents changes that you may be knowing that you need to make, but stopping yourself from making them because you feel like you need to gather more information, or you could be in denial of the knowledge that you have of these changes that you need to make, even though your intuition is being very loud and clear with you. Someone may like Batman or feel like they're Batman in some way, where they hide a part of themselves. They don't want it to be exposed. Or they don't want people to know that these changes are happening for them, while everything remains still in the material world. This could be you. Saturn. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of restrictions, manipulation, oppression maybe, responsibilities, heaviness, punishments maybe, unfair punishments. Capricorn energy, we have 8th house and the number 8, as well as Scorpio energy. These could be signs that you have in your chart. You grew a lot spiritually because of certain responsibilities that maybe you had from a very young age, or certain punishments that were unfair, or certain responsibilities and oppression or limitations even that were the source of your spiritual growth. I would say you're one tough cookie. You've definitely been through it. You're definitely a very strong person, but still very pure and innocent. This is incredible. But it seems like there are changes. Changes to the status quo. Aquarius, 11th house energy, breaking free. Uranus, epiphanies, breakthroughs. You're about to have a major spiritual breakthrough that is going to free you from restrictions and oppression and allow you the changes so that you can be rebirthed into new conditions, new experiences, new growth. It's like your future is being rewritten right now. I'm hearing thunder outside, so maybe, again, that's Uranus energy. That's an epiphany, a surprise, a breakthrough, a genius idea maybe that you're going to have, that it will free you from restrictions. Okay. Is there anything else with this one? It's time to trust yourself because you know the truth. You can be real with people. You don't have to wear a mask. If you're changing, show them you're changing. Uncensor your feelings. You may have felt censored in a way by someone or conditioned to feeling a certain way, but you're freeing yourself. There's a sense of freedom here, change that leads to freedom. Sugilite is the crystal that you got. Originality, forgiveness, and unconditional love. Forgiveness and unconditional love came out in option 1. Originality is connected to Uranus and Aquarius energy. You're an original. Going back to your original template. Being original, being authentic, being different, unique, possibly eccentric. There's something very original about you. Forgive yourself for being different. My goodness. Who made you feel that it's bad to be different? And forgive those who made you feel bad for being different as well. They didn't know any better. Sugilite helps anybody who has ever felt like they did not belong, feel loved and supported. Yeah, maybe you felt like you didn't belong. Maybe you didn't feel the love that you needed. Maybe you didn't feel the support that you deserved. Vibrating violet rays of unconditional love, Sugilite brings light workers down to earth. Maybe you are a light worker. Opening them up to share their gifts while staying grounded on planet Earth. You're being nudged to share your gifts. Whatever your gifts are, they're very original and they're going to help a lot of people. You're definitely highly spiritual. And it's almost like you have a responsibility to do this. For overthinkers and warriors, which maybe you are an overthinker, maybe you do worry a lot. And that's very Capricornian energy. Also Scorpionic, also Geminian, and also Aquarian energy, possibly some Libran energy as well. Sugilite alleviates issues of the mind, allowing you to focus on what's truly important, living your truth. So if your thoughts are getting in the way of your intuition, it's time to separate the two and follow your intuition, because all that overthinking is keeping you away from being loved, supported, and feeling like you belong, because you belong somewhere. Your tribe will find you, but you have to live in your truth so that the right people who need you will find you. Sugilite facilitates forgiveness for those that have hurt you. Yes, including yourself. Forgive yourself for hurting yourself. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. Forgive others because they didn't know any better. Open your heart to what's possible by letting go of all that no longer serves you. And grudges definitely no longer serve you. They will weigh on you, and they will contribute to the restrictions and the limitations that you have around you. Virgo and Sagittarius could be significant signs. Possibly you could have Jupiter in Virgo Sagittarius, but doesn't have to be. V for victory. Yes, I love to see this. This also looks like Aries, so you could have Aries. You will have a victory in some endeavor. Yes, baby. Ooh, possibly marriage. There you go. Good for you. Wedding bells, wedding rings around possibly October. Okay? Now, Wizard of Awareness. The number 3 could be relevant. I feel you are very wise, and I feel you are very aware, but you may not always admit it. You may not always admit your true feelings, emotions, or thoughts to yourself. You may not sometimes even deny your intuition, but you know. Oh, you know. You could either be an old soul or be wiser beyond your years or wise beyond your years, or you could be quite mature in age and in knowledge and spiritually. The number 3, change is leading you to progress. You're either a wise sage or there's a wise sage in your life that is somehow guiding you away from restrictions through your spiritual path toward freedom, victory, and a rebirth. Guiding you back to following your intuition. You're being made aware of something. Here. That looks like the same guy. Oh my goodness. That is from a different deck. Look at these two. Long white hair and long white beards. Are you kidding me? The number 53 could be relevant. The number 8, Magician and the Mirror. Some of you could be doing mirror magic. Or you could just be powerful manifestors, Gemini energy and Virgo energy coming through. The victory here I see is leading you to someone or something long-lasting and prosperous, and it could have something to do with marriage. And this V also looks like a 5 in Roman number, so change again. We have 55, angel number 55. Change that is leading to long-lasting prosperity, stability. Someone could be born in October. You have what it takes. You have the wisdom, and you're being guided toward your freedom. Either by a wise sage, a mentor, a spirit guide, or this is you who has the wisdom, and you're being divinely guided. You have what it takes. You have the skills. You have the knowledge. You have the talent. You have the experience, you have the maturity, you have the wisdom. Or there's a wise spirit guide that is with you, who has all these qualities and is giving you the confidence to take them on. It seems like you're manifesting stable prosperity. Yeah, you're being guided through your dreams as well. There's a teacher and a protector who is guiding you through your dreams. So I'm seeing a strong spirit guide here that guides you through your dreams and protects you. And your dreams are guiding you toward victory. Your dreams are making you aware of changes and a rebirth. Your dreams are making you aware of what your intuition is trying to tell you. Guiding you. Oh my gosh, you have a strong spirit guide with you. A guide, a mentor, a trustworthy ally. The number 38 could be relevant, as well as the number 11. This could be your twin flame who is guiding you. This person could be in spirit or in a human body. Okay, I'm not going to limit where this is coming from. But you can trust this person. This person is you. It's your higher self. or your twin flame, or both. It's you. It's the wise, mature, confident, knowledgeable you. Or someone who is also you, as in a twin flame. And you may see this person in your dreams, and this person is guiding you, teaching you something about changes and a rebirth and opportunities and following your intuition and freeing yourself. Victories. Could be a sexual awakening, or tied to a sexual awakening, or your sexuality. The number 4 could be relevant. You could be going through a Kundalini awakening as well. Awakening your more sensual side, or something like that. Leo, the lover. Yeah, it could be a lover. Someone here could have strong Leo in their chart. You're being made aware and guided toward a rebirth and changes that connect you to your sensuality, to your purity, to the lover inside of you, to being more expressive and creative, more loving, more playful, more confident, in a way that you glow and feel warmth. Your guide, your spirit guide, could be a lover who is teaching you. Someone you may even end up marrying. Gemini could be in someone's chart here. The butterfly, you're transforming immensely right now. There's a sense of a social gathering or a party here. Collaboration maybe. Communication that is needed. Maybe you're feeling restless right now. There's definitely important communication here that is helping you transform. There's a lot of spiritual transformation going on for you. And you're being called to be really flexible right now. The moon, feelings. Your subconscious is communicating with you, by the way. Your feelings are direct communication from your subconscious. Your emotions are direct communication from your subconscious, from what you've pushed down, probably from your lineage, probably those undealt with emotions that are leading you to mood swings or fears. Things you need to heal, possibly connected to your mother. Your gut reactions, your instincts are being honed in. If you want privacy, take that space. Allow yourself the privacy. You could have had to self-soothe all your life. And you may be having trouble trusting someone else to walk the path with you. But you can trust this person. But because you've had to self-soothe for most of your life, and you feel like you want to be very independent when it comes to dealing with your feelings and emotions, you may have trouble trusting someone here who is actually an ally, who's actually a teacher, a guide, a guardian, a protector, a wise person bringing you to the awareness that you need to be rebirthed, to change, to reconnect to your intuition as an opportunity to change and transform and adapt in a way that would lead you, guide you toward a healthy way of expressing yourself, experiencing warmth. nurturing yourself, feeling true comfort, and not having to keep self-soothing. First house, welcoming you into a new reality, one that you maybe haven't fathomed before. Your physical body is showing you signs of your emotions. So if you're having pain in a certain area of your body, research the area, if it's the left side, if it's the right side, and see what that pain could be connected to. Because there's emotional pain, feelings, fears that have been pushed down to your subconscious that are coming out as physical pain or symptoms in your physical body that can only be healed once you heal with the source, the emotional source where this is coming from. Queen of Gabriel, you could have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries strongly in your chart. You're meant to shine. You're meant to live a life filled with passion. You're meant to be independent. You're meant to get the support you want. You're meant to get anything. You're meant to do anything you want right now. You're meant to go after what you want. And you have the ability to attract helpful people. There's going to be a lot of support around you. You're being guided to shine and to express yourself outwardly. Seven of Raphael, maybe you've been confused, maybe you've been dreaming a lot. Maybe you need to make a very relevant, important decision. You need to be very clear on what you want. You need to take action, and you need to detoxify anything that is not aligned with that decision that you make. But it's like, it feels like you're making a very tough decision because there's many variables. But it's time to make that decision. And you know what the truth is with the sun here. You know what makes you happy because that is what's connected to your intuition. You know that if you make that decision, your life will be wonderful. But the only way you will thrive, the only way you will reach a conclusion is if you think positively. You will only thrive through the power of positive thinking. And that is how you will be an inspiring success. That is how you will garner support, and that is how you will inspire others to be successful. Archangel Uriel is the archangel of wisdom. You have the wisdom inside of you. What is confusing you? Many variables are confusing you. Could be people, could be circumstances. But those have been the limitations that you can free yourself from, because you know the truth, you've seen it, you feel it in your bones, in your guts, you know. Because it makes you happy. So if you're confused with a decision, to be clear with what you want, to make this decision, ask yourself, what makes me happy? And you will have your answer. Because if it makes you happy, you will grow. And if you grow, everyone and everything will grow around you. Page of Gabriel. You're being called to use all that energy to be brave, optimistic, playful, to follow that passion, and to prepare yourself for any challenge, because whether you stay or go or do one decision or the other, there's always going to be challenges. But this is offering you an opportunity for excitement and adventure. And it's aligned with your highest vibration. You have the sun and the moon. But it's like you keep sabotaging yourself. And you always ask yourself, the sun is right there, right? But then you go this path and say, oh, but what if there's a better course of action available to me? Oh, what if I walk down here? Will I find the sun on the other side? Well, the sun is shining through there and you can see perfectly clear. You can't see this, but you're stuck in a perpetual review of the details. And this sun, you may not see it with your physical vision. You may not have proof, but you feel it. Your intuition is showing you because it's how you feel. It's that warmth. You're not doing it out of fear. Maybe you're used to murky circumstances and gloomy pastures and it feels safer. But that is self-sabotage. Hold your vision. What is your vision? Do you even know what your vision is? If you know, hold on to it. Don't sabotage that pure vision, that intuition, with all the what ifs and the overthinking and the devil in the mind that is being entertained by overthinking. Love makes the difference. Yeah. Love is connected to the energy of joy. The number 31 could be relevant. The number 4. Love helps heal the past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. If it feels warm, if it feels like love, then it most likely is. Courage is taking action from the heart space. Will you do it? It's up to you. Option 2, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Welcome, option 3. You chose this beautiful artwork that says release. It is elusive to autumn or fall time, whatever you resonate with. Definitely about releasing. Could be decluttering, letting that old skin shed for the new you to arise. It has so many symbologies. It could be autumn or fall where you are, especially if you're, I'm not going to say it, but you could be in the northern or southern hemisphere, because this is a timeless reading, meaning it's meant for you when you find it. Orange and green could be important colors for you. There may be something you need to release here. It could be coming to the end of a cycle and having to shed. Okay, I'm seeing several things. Maybe you're doing like exfoliation to get rid of the dead skin cells, or you're vacuuming or decluttering, throwing things away, or you're doing a detox, releasing emotions possibly. Let's see. Sacral chakra. Okay, that's that orange that I was seeing there. The number 3 could be relevant. You could have Gemini in your chart. Core of creation. Something about your sacral chakra. Something about that inspiration, that fire that is feeling lit inside of you. Your feelings could be tied to your emotional responses right now. Sorry, I didn't notice. I need to take these out. This is from the last reading. So there could be something in option 2 for you guys. I'm just going to take these because these are not for your reading, but for whatever reason they stayed behind. Yeah, what haven't you tidied or cleared that needed to be cleared before you went into a different chapter maybe? That could be something. Maybe you need to release some emotional baggage that you're carrying that could be affecting your sacral chakra. That could be creating creative block or manifesting as creative block. Maybe affecting your libido or your connection to your sensuality or your sexuality. You could be creating emotional responses and you could be having feelings because of carrying baggage from the past that wasn't properly dealt with or healed. That could be affecting your ability to experience pleasure, intimacy, and true connection with someone. There's a need to let go, release. Releasing something so that you can let go and experience sexuality in its highest form. creating healthy boundaries with the past, putting the past in the past, valuing your body even when someone did not. No one person has a universal answer for everything and everyone, okay? Wearing vibrant orange or having vibrant orange around you will be very helpful to heal your sacral chakra. Maybe you're wanting to get in touch with your creativity and you're wanting to embrace what is your natural expression. You want to live a life that is more aligned with your unique expression. Maybe humming is going to help you, singing, help you through challenges. It's going to disconnect you from that part of yourself that is stopping you from creating. Okay. Crow spirits. The number 17 and the number 8 could be relevant. You're being called to co-create with spirit, especially if you're seeing crows. Maybe notice if you see a crow, how are you feeling? There's something about releasing the pressure of something that you cannot do in the moment to spirit, so spirit can step in when you can't. Give it up to the universe if it's something that you feel incapable of doing, and it will come back to you when it's meant to. You may be trying to control a creative process when the whole creative process is meant to unfold with the exercise of releasing control. It's trying to control the process is coming from a place of fear that you won't be able to have the process unfold if you don't control it, and the very control in itself is fear, and it's creating resistance to the process flowing naturally. It's putting a heaviness here where there should be lightness, because creativity is coming from an energy of light and fun. And if you're taking the fun out of it, you're not going to be able to create. The number 17 and the number 8 could be relevant to you. You guys got lepidolites, and it says transition, release, and change. Yeah, and it says release again. Look at that. It says release. You're going through a transition. You're going through a lot of changes, but you need to be willing to release control, release the fear. Because change is coming, and lepidolite is the perfect crystal to help you with these transitions. So you're being helped through a transition so that you can create something, or better yet, co-create with spirit, but you need to release the need to control every single aspect. There are things, there's so much you can do in your human form, then you have to release it to your higher self and spirit for all the things you can't tackle in the material, all the unseens. By becoming aware of bad habits and patterns, okay. You may need to release some bad habits and patterns. It could be a thought pattern, it could be a behavior pattern. We can release those to make room for the new ones that sustain a healthy lifestyle. So if that resonates with you, that's an important message. If you are holding on to bad habits or bad patterns that do not sustain a healthy lifestyle, that is the reason why you are there's a block being created around your ability to create whatever it is, whether it's a project or art or a child or whatever it is. Lepidolite helps us let go of attachments to old behaviors and addictions, clearing away emotional ties to the stories we tell ourselves. Lepidolite encourages self-love on all levels, even if we need to step away from our current way of doing things to establish that trust. Write the story you want to live. You could have Jupiter or Neptune in Libra or some strong Libra placement. Doesn't have to be. Ooh, a bird again. So birds could be significant. Communication could be coming in. Maybe you're waiting for news. Maybe you're waiting for a letter. Maybe you're waiting for a package, an email, a call. Maybe you're waiting for this. Hear back from someone. It could be about love. Okay, if you're in this waiting energy, it's an energy of lack. It's because you don't have it. Maybe you feel like you don't have what you want when it comes to love, or love at all, or the love you want, or you keep waiting for someone you love to give you news, to give you a letter, and you're not being able to release control of this, and it's creating resistance to creating what you want in the situation. But the only way you will create it is by releasing it. Love is not fear, and control is fear. Release the control, release the fear, you will get love. August could be significant here for a love situation, and it may be when you get the letter, the news, or the package that you've been waiting for. And that package could be an actual person that you love, okay? Take what resonates. Commitment. Oh, wow. Wow. So for some of you, you're going to get a commitment in love in August. But meanwhile, you may need to do some releasing and some healing and some cleaning and some clearing away things and closing a cycle with that 36, 3 plus 6 being a 9 there. 369, co-creation with spirit. Commit to co-creating with spirit. That is the key to your healing. That is the key to your dream come true with that star there and that key there. Commit to releasing those old habits and you will heal. Commit to releasing those old habits and you will get the commitment that you want. Third chakra, it will also empower you and make you feel more confident. And when you're more confident, you will have the courage you need. You will feel strong and valuable and capable. The number 37, the number 10, and the number 1. And that's your new beginning. Commit to releasing those bad habits, those bad patterns. And in turn, you will be rewarded with confidence, self-worth, strength, and courage. Wow. Yes. If you're in the bad habit of not moving your body, move your body and see how it transforms and it's stronger and you feel more confident as a result. If you're in the bad habit of eating stuff that is bad for you, commit to eating healthier things. If you're in the bad habit of codependency and waiting and being in the energy of lack, let go and see how things transform for you and on the love front. Yeah. That's when the love will come in. Focus on healing. And I see a lot of healing around your solar plexus and your heart chakra. Cultivate love, cultivate compassion towards self. Do things that are loving and healing to your body, to your mind, to your soul. To others. Be loving toward yourself. Cultivate health and love within you, and you will then see it around you. Sanctuary, privacy, and violet personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. The number 28 could be relevant, the number 10 and the number 1. 28 is a number that represents energy and power. Empower yourself by creating healthy boundaries around you, by respecting your truth, by claiming your privacy, by claiming your alone time and by releasing anything that no longer serves you, and take the time you need. Say what you mean. Ooh, in reverse, that just flipped. Maybe you have a hard time saying what you mean because you think that people won't respect it. People would then invade your private space. Be assertive. Maybe you associate assertiveness with a thing that is aggressive when you can assert yourself kind and lovingly. The number 18 and the number 9 could be relevant. Say what you mean. If you're in the habit of not expressing yourself authentically, release whatever is telling you to be fearful of being authentic. Because that's normally something that you're fearful of that is creating anxiety, depression, worry, guilt, shame, whatever that is. Because most likely there's nothing to be ashamed of. 8th house, intimacy. Scorpionic energy. Whatever you're not releasing is affecting your ability to be vulnerable and intimate. And by intimacy, I don't mean just sexually, physically, right? Intimacy is deeper. It's spiritual. Maybe there is a situation here that is taboo. Because we have taboo here. 8th house energy is about taboos as well. Secrets maybe, mysteries. If you are someone who is naturally obsessive, that is coming from fear, and you need to release the obsession because it's getting in the way of creating the life that you want. And Spirit will not co-create with you while you're giving into obsessions, addictions, codependencies. Capricorn, that's another energy of intense, maybe obsessive energy as well. Whatever you're obsessing over is creating resistance to getting the exact thing that you want. It's stopping you from getting the thing you're obsessing over, if that is the case for you. Maybe some of you could be intimate with your boss, and that could be some sort of a taboo. That's just for someone out there. 9th house, seeking. It's like you're seeking to learn and have new experiences. If you feel like you're too hung up on an obsession, it may be good for you to travel and move out of a place where that has become what sort of a rabbit hole, okay? I just heard go do something different. Release the obsession, release the thing that you've been holding on to, and just go do something different. Or let's say you're at a distance of something that you're obsessing over. Just get on the plane or just go there. Now, of course, a lot of people may not be able to go, but if you can't, then just expand in whatever way that you can and release it to the universe. Whatever you can't do right now, you will be able to do at a later time. Take a risk. Maybe you become too rigid. Maybe you become too stuck on this one thought or this one way of doing things or this one belief system. And maybe if you're a boss and you have a business, maybe your business is stagnant due to a lack of creativity, and it's because you're not allowing yourself to explore beyond the boundaries that you have that have become rigid around you out of fear of exploring. And then you will feel the flow. Then everything will be harmonized. You will feel more energized. Give yourself a break. If you're like a workaholic, you need to give yourself a break right now. Ten of Cups. For some of you, your happily ever after could be in another country, or you may find love in like a long distance love relationship is your happily ever after. Love and blessings will fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. But there needs to be flexibility. Knight of Gabriel. Moving with passion, confidently, confidence, enthusiasm, courage is needed. Time to take action, great passion for instinctively knowing just what to do. You know what to do to reach your emotional fulfillment. You know. But something that you're stuck to, as in terms of a belief system or a thing you do, or rigidity, is stopping you from going there. It's making you fearful, and therefore when you're fearful, it's harder to take action from the heart space, which is the very definition of courage, which is what you need to get to that happily ever after, so that life can flow. You need to explore beyond the limits that you've imposed upon yourself that could be connected to an addiction or a codependency or an addictive behavior or thought pattern or obsession even, okay? Leap of faith. Yeah, you're being nudged toward a new life, a new leap of faith, but you need to believe in yourself. You need to listen to your heart. And that means doing what gives you joy, to break free from these rigid walls. Because that's how you're going to reach healing and a wish come true, a dream come true. The star, again, we saw the star here. 17 and 8 could be relevant. 17 could be an important number because it's falling right on top of the other. The star is being represented here 3 times. It means hope, healing, and dreams coming true. You know how to make your dream come true, but some kind of thing that you need to release, be that in the form of a substance, an addiction, a codependency, an obsession, a bad behavior or a bad thought pattern or behavior pattern that needs to be released, is the only thing standing in the way of you ending a very difficult situation. 6 of Gabriel. I feel you're going to do this. You're going to tackle this. You're going to let it go because I see victory for you. 6 of Gabriel, 6 of Wands. I feel you are already doing a great job when it comes to healing. I think you are breaking free from your own rigidity. I feel you are releasing something or thinking about it, or you're going to do something about it, and this is your confirmation, the validation you needed, that is what's going to lead you to accomplishments, health, dreams coming true, long-term goals being fulfilled, emotional fulfillment, feeling passionate, things working out for you, scholarships, promotions, raises, awards, whatever it is you want, unlocking and unblocking for you to reach that potential. Confidence is your key to success. What is getting in the way of that confidence? Something you need to release. And we've been through it, and it could be fear, it could be a substance, and guess what? Anything you need to release that is toxic, holding you back, or creating resistance to creating is based on fear. So just tackle fear. There's a new beginning for you happening around the last week of July. But it's because you're doing something to work on that confidence, which will be the key to that success. Oh, and new love. Maybe you've wished upon a star and new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. It's definitely something you've wished for that's coming true, because the star is very strong here. The number 26 could be relevant, the number 8. It's either someone you love or something you love, but this is the journey that I'm being shown here for you, okay? Option 3, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys. See you in the next one, hopefully, and have a beautiful day. Bye!